Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves lately, a story that's equal parts shocking and deeply concerning. Imagine this, a DNA lab, a place where precision and trust are everything, gets hit by yet another scandal. But this time, it's not just about mismanagement or procedural errors, it's about a whistleblower walking away, and a review of nearly 1,000 DNA statements that could potentially upend countless cases. This isn't just a local issue, it's a wake-up call about the fragility of systems we rely on for justice. So, let's break this down. First, the headline itself is a punch to the gut. Whistleblower quits a scandal-plagued DNA lab hit by fresh debacle. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is the timing. This lab, Forensic Science Queensland, has already been under scrutiny, and now this? It's like watching a house of cards teetering on the edge. What many people don't realize is that DNA evidence is often seen as the gold standard in criminal cases. It's supposed to be irrefutable. But when errors start creeping in, especially errors significant enough to trigger a full review of 904 statements, it raises a deeper question. How many other labs are operating with similar cracks in their systems? If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about one lab, it's about the entire forensic science ecosystem and the trust we place in it. Now, let's talk about the whistleblower. This person, a scientist, discovered errors while giving court evidence. That's huge. In my opinion, whistleblowers are the unsung heroes of accountability, but they're also often the ones left holding the bag. Walking away from a job like this isn't just a career move, it's a moral stand. But here's the thing, why did it take a whistleblower to uncover these errors? Shouldn't there be fail-safes in place to catch these issues before they reach the courtroom? What this really suggests is that the system isn't just flawed, it's potentially failing at multiple levels. And then there's the review itself. Forensic Science Queensland is now combing through 3 years' worth of DNA statements. That's a massive undertaking, and it's going to take time. But here's where it gets even more complicated. What happens to the cases that relied on these statements? Are we looking at retrials? Overturned convictions? Or worse, innocent people who've been wrongfully imprisoned? One thing that immediately stands out is the ripple effect this could have on the justice system. It's not just about fixing the errors, it's about restoring trust, and that's a much harder task. From my perspective, this scandal is a symptom of a larger issue, the pressure on forensic labs to deliver results quickly, often with limited resources. DNA analysis isn't just science, it's a meticulous process that requires time, expertise, and oversight. When corners get cut, or when the system is stretched too thin, mistakes happen. And in this field, mistakes can ruin lives. What makes this really interesting is how it connects to broader trends in forensic science. We've seen similar issues pop up in other labs around the world, from contamination to misinterpretation of results. It's not just a Queensland problem, it's a global one. So, where do we go from here? Personally, I think this should be a catalyst for systemic change. We need stricter oversight, better funding, and a culture that prioritizes accuracy over speed. But it's also on us, as a society, to demand accountability. We can't just brush this off as another scandal. We need to ask the hard questions and push for real reform. A detail I find fascinating is how this story has been covered, or not covered, in the media. It's buried behind paywalls, tucked away in subscriber-only sections. Is that intentional? Or is it just a reflection of how desensitized we've become to these kinds of stories? As I wrap this up, I'm left with one lingering thought. What does it say about our justice system when the very evidence we rely on to deliver truth and fairness is itself in question? It's a sobering reminder that nothing is infallible, not even DNA. So, here's my question to you. How much trust are we willing to place in systems that keep failing us? And what are we going to do about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning, keep digging, and stay curious.